What's up, everyone? Another battle report coming at you. I'm playing against James again today. He's bringing Horgle the Anvil with Trollkin Runebearer, Dire Troll Brawler, Dire Troll Mauler, the Champions, the Long Riders, Creel Stone Bearer, and Stone Scribes with a Northkin Elder, Northkin Fire Eaters, Bear Handler Battle Bears, and Velka Curseborn, as well as the Long Riders champion. I'm bringing Lord Tyrant Zaadesh with 2 Bronzebacks, 2 Kriyas, a Gladiator and Agonizer, the Centrati with Tyrant Vorkesh, Paingiver Beast Handlers, and Tyrant Redheem. So let's get into it. First turn goes to Trollbloods. And he starts off by running everyone. Hey, typical first turn. Throws Inviolable Resolve onto the Long Riders. Throws some Fury onto the Stone. And then moves up his caster. Stones activate, run up, and awakens for 3 Fury.
And the Elder will use Wild Winds for a speed buff.
The Elder of the Stone Bearers uses Wild Winds to give all Northkin models within the bubble a +1 speed boost. A little bit faster than normal trolls. Might be an issue. Might have to take that out.
The Long Riders are going to run. What's their speed? It's now 8. Under stone. If they start their turn under stone, they are 8 because they're considered Northkin. So, fourth is going to run. They will run him there. Ryle will be Mauler for 2 and run him. He's not Northkin, so he can only do 5. The Brawler is going to get riled for 2 and run as well.
I also forgot to roll damage against your the goal of the objective, it was just easy to hit.
They're very close to the crew. And that's the turn.
And now Skorne turn 1. And it is a very typical Skorne first turn. I advance up the Centrati, all in shield wall, just to give him that nice arm 20. Run up an Agonizer. going to give them a little bit more of a armor buff, which I think I completely forget about.
The key is going to put invulnerable resolve onto the unit. Sending the rest of the
I apologize, that is not a agonizer, that is actually Zaadesh running up and giving inviolable resolve to the Centrati and dropping down to burning ashes. I didn't know what the speed of the long riders were, so I was just setting up in case they came into my front line, giving them a little bit of a debuff for charging my Centrati and just making them more survivable. Move up the Kriz, and they pop their Animus. Now realizing that my opponent has 0 guns in his list. Absolutely 0. Besides some spells from Horgle.
one for 9
Agonizer moves up and spends 1 for 9 pain. A little bit more survivability for my frontliners there. With the strength debuff and the armor buff and shield wall, they're effectively armor 24. Making them very hard to crack. The Bronzeback and the Gladiator move up, and the Gladiator, being within 7 inches of the Bronzeback, is able to pitch his Running Fury. And then the Bronzeback closest to the screen runs, and then the Beast Handlers move up and do some Fury management. Think about what I want to do with Raheem. I knew that I didn't want to get him too close to that solo, because he's very killy. So I decided to move him up to stay in the forest, which will allow him to follow up here in my next turn. Take out a key piece for me and really take down the damage impact of those long riders. Trollbloods, second turn. James leeches his fury and upkeeps invulnerable resolve. He decides to move the stones up, reactivating the stone and giving the +2 speed, regaining the one fury he spent to cast the stone. Sorry, he regains 2.
So 10-inch radius right now? We'll still keep Wild Winds.
The Fire Eaters move up and into position so that they can spray some fire into my line a little bit.
that's exactly how you want to do it, right?
Okay.
She is freaking adorably fun.
Oh yeah. What's his defense?
His defense,
And is he immune to fire? Yeah.
No. His defense is 12.
Defense is 12. They are at 6. The leader hits. We're on fire. Armor?
21.
21. Dice off 9. And no frickin' way to boost it. So I get an 8. Second guy. Also hits. Nothing. It's still on fire.
Double on fire.
Hit.
I
I
like
managed to
that
get exactly
fire.
6 on all of them. 3 different combinations. And no damage.
The sprays can only hit the bronze back, and so they are hitting the bronze back, and does very minimal damage to the bronze back there.
Is going to run, so we're going to rile for 2 and run. Choking down the right side up.
The Dire Troll Brawler
Oh, I know.
riles and runs up,
Don't click. You have them the wrong way.
looking like he's trying to pull a flank on my line here. Then he runs up his champions to get into a better position for the next turn.
Just saw a bag of ping pong.
And this is why I mute the videos.
They ran. And they ran. Okay, he's still out of reach for the thing.
His solo runs up, and under the cover of the water tower base there, just camping out for now. And the Long Riders kind of shimmy up into position for just trying to bait me into charging him, it would seem. Then the Dragoon will move up with them, which is something I'd want to get rid of. And then the Brawler moves up.
Help yourself if you want.
I should not like shake the table the camera is sitting on. Or I should, one or the other.
I had that backwards. The Brawler moves up, and then the Dragoon moves up behind the Brawler,
Slice of pizza?
thinking he's nice and safe behind there.
Individually, yes, but there are more slices of pizza
Hey, this is
elsewhere.
The Rune Bear moves over and harmonious assaults the caster.
Someone's trying to open. Okay, we'll do that. It also keeps the majority of them in just under solid ground, too. That's pretty decent. Okay, oh dear God, that's irritating.
Skorne turn 2. I leeched all the fury and upkeep infallible resolve.
Upkeep.
and let the 2 burning ash expire. And then a fire check on the bronze back, and the fire goes out.
You take the time to set somebody on fire. You don't even appreciate it.
I'm not upkeeping those.
The Centrati advance up in shield wall.
That one by the economizer, your caster?
Yeah, he's like that.
Okay.
I check feet range for Zaadesh if he came up behind those Centrati there, seeing if that would be the best option. Deciding that it was, I move him up.
Yeah, I don't have to drive you home.
And I already ate your pizza.
Yeah. Screw you and your pineapple chicken way.
Then I drop 2 more smoke clouds just to add a little bit of a debuff for his long riders who will be coming in on his next turn.
Clouds.
Burning ash again?
Yep.
Then I decide that he is going to feat.
Okay, what'd you do?
+2.
I end up moving the Kriyas up and having them pop their Animus. You know, old habits dying hard.
You're gonna pop 4 somewhere else.
I got that same bag. Yeah. I love it. I wish it had like more open pockets inside though.
Yeah,
I then move the Agonizer up and put up Gnawing Pain from him.
he comes up.
What kind of monster stuff are you doing to me?
The Beast Handlers move up and do some Fury management and enrage the Bronze back up at the top.
Oh, he tapped out. You worked him too hard.
Whip.
Now remove Fury. One would think that would enrage them more.
Probably. I'm not questioning. Enrage.
The Bronze back activates and he charges the Fire Eaters.
If I get a second unit, I'm taking that one for you.
Turn him around only to fit. And then he casts his Animus just to give him some little added armor. Starts swinging away at the Fire Eaters. I believe I miss a few, I hit a few, and I kill maybe one, and really injure the other. He's got solid ground up, cast way back in the beginning, and that keeps his trolls alive and keep on rolling tough rolls. So I really didn't want to kill any of his Fire Eaters because I wanted to beat them back into the champions so I can pick them apart.
Don't underestimate the big buddy. That's it.
And plus 6.
Yep.
12 damage.
Still tough.
That's fine.
About to happen.
Making sure he's within an inch. Because I'm going to smack him with my tusks.
Okay. Remember, that's the one that killed Black Ivan.
I'm aware.
Yep.
17.
Yeah, just roll.
Way more than
Not
that.
tough. That's why you saved the test for him, eh?
Yep. So we'll punch the leader. This one.
Oh, okay. There's a couple meters by him.
Hits. And
Tough.
cool. I actually want you to make these tough rolls.
Sure you do.
Bronze back gets further into your lines.
Yep. At which point I set you on fire and
Go to punch him again.
final one.
Hits.
Not tough. Going by feel here. Who's designed this table?
Punch the grunt.
Sure, why not?
Hit. Oh,
You are
13.
4.
13, yeah. You are right.
Haha, you suck.
He's going to put up his animus.
What's his animus?
A yielding.
No, +2 while we're using.
And why not? He's going to punch that grunt one more time.
Okay.
He has max fury.
Sure, why not?
Hits.
Tough.
Okay.
There.
The other bronze back, I run into the forest
Run through the forest.
Okay.
because he doesn't have Pathfinder and just needed to get him up so he could be in a position to threaten some of the Long Riders and maybe that Mauler.
So he's going to go. He's gonna
Now Redheem walks up and then jumps into the back line towards his Dragoon. This is now a Dragoon on Dragoon battle. And Redheem has +2 attack and damage rolls as well as defensive strike. So we roll for the attack, which I believe I need 3s to hit,
So the cat hits.
or anything but double 1s.
Arm 20.
And
Dice off 6 additional die because I jumped.
Sure, why not?
I get an additional die from the jump.
Sure, 5.
There's a dice off 6, dealing 5 damage
Freaking 10 hit points.
to his Dragoon.
So
Then I use the spear
hits.
to hit.
He has armor piercing, so you go down to 10 armor.
No, it goes up down to 11 because 2 of it is from the stone.
Fair enough. So
He is armor 10 against my 14, dealing enough to kill him, to dismount him. Raheem then repositions to threaten a lot of that line there. The Mauler, the two Long Riders, his Dragoon, and the Solo there are all within 2 inches. The Gladiator moves up and kind of turns to take a look at that brawler that's coming around the house there. Now we're on to Trollbloods' third turn. Stones move up and do their thing.
Activate. Awaken. 2 max. So much you can't exceed it.
I'm glad you can't exceed it. Usually a good idea.
So many times I forget.
James now notices that his rune bear is a little too far away to harmoniously exalt his Horgle.
Hit him with the torch.
The Fire Eater moves up and whacks the bronze back with a stick.
Yeah. Defense.
Defense 10.
That's a hit.
The champions move up, and I do believe they declare a charge so that some of them would get a bonus in on the bronze back. And then I take a defensive strike against the one champion. Hitting him.
Still 21.
And enforcing a tough roll, in which he fails. And the rest attack the bronze back, but fail to kill him.
Mark him off.
All your creatures are flying.
Darwin's first attack. Weapon Master. It's 21. 21, so dice across 9. Much black. Your turn. Sure. For 2 damage to the floor. Second shot. Also hits. Will be 8 damage into 5. And then Balthazar's first attack. Hits. 1 damage into 1. Second attack. Hits. For 6 into 3.
Wow.
Scaldy? No, that's not Scaldy. That's not even part of the unit.
Not as much as you're going to pay.
Yeah. 2 inch.
He moves his Dragoon to engage Redheem,
Spear on
to which I take advantage of this and defensive strike him, hitting,
Two would still miss.
and with dice +3, rolling for damage, forces a tough roll, which he fails. And now the Long Riders lost a support piece there, taking away some combat abilities they had. And James decides to dedicate the Mauler to killing Redheem.
Defense is 13.
13. Needing a 7. Happy to hit. Now 16.
Dice off 1.
For 8 damage. Second initial.
Yep.
Also hits.
Okay.
For 4.
Smash him.
By another.
What's his reach?
1. Is that legal?
Which he does, and once Redheem is replaced with his foot model, he is out of the Mauler's range. So he dedicates a solo
Yeah.
to him.
Volca?
Yep.
Not putting up with this shit?
He is still 13.
And Volca will finish off Redheem.
That'd be a hit. No critical. What's armor?
15.
15. Take off 3. For 5. That'll do it. Yeah.
The Long Riders go and declare charges against multiple different targets, putting up a lot of damage, but also triggering a lot of defensive strikes and taking a lot of damage. I believe I kill one of them that charges, and
Charge that one. And these two.
some of the others survive, but a fair number do die here.
He's doing his,
He's not being attacked by him.
no, but you're in his melee.
Oh, okay. You can't attack that one that is attacking you? Or you don't have to attack him?
I don't have, as long as you end your movement within my melee range.
Ah, okay.
Can I, see the 2 range?
Oh, it's hard. Uh-oh. I'm not too big of a spaz. Only because he was like hitting on the base of it.
So you're also in his melee.
Yeah.
So I'll take his attack on
Does he get defensive strike if he's not being attacked?
Yep.
Okay.
As
Oh,
long
it's just a,
as
it's just a movement thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you end your movement in their melee range.
Okay. Defense roll, so.
He is Mat 9.
Okay.
Hits. POW 13, Weapon Master.
Okay, they are armed 22.
Off 6. For 8.
Okay, that'll be a tough. Tough.
Yeah, because that's necessary.
And then you're still in solid ground, so he's going to make his defensive strike on this guy.
Okay.
Hits.
Off 6.
Off 6. More than enough.
Still tough.
He's going to make his defensive strike on him.
Okay.
Hits. Off 6.
5.
For 5.
That one is. Can't read it for you.
Oh, I can smell the smoke.
It got smeared and it's in the right across the line of my bicycle.
Oh. So his defensive strike on this one.
Yep.
Hits. Off 6.
For
For
one.
1.
That's on C.
His defensive strike on him.
Yep.
Hits. Off 6. Is 11.
Tough. That's on C.
Yeah.
Okay.
His defensive strike on him.
Okay.
Hits. On 6 for 1.
And that's on E.
Yep. Then his defensive strike on him.
Yep.
He ignores your buff. Because his weapon is plus.
By buff you mean, because one's a stone and one is a spell.
The spell on them you would ignore.
Yeah.
Left.
Because it's just a protective aura.
Spells and animi.
Okay, so it's not an animal.
Okay.
So his armor's only 20.
Alright, so he's at 10. Hits. He is POW 15.
5.
For 5.
For 5. And that's on E. Still up.
Then he's going to take his defensive strike on this guy, who's the only one that he can.
He must be B. No, he's D because I've got it wrong.
So Matt 9 again.
Yep.
Will hit.
Yep.
And POW 21.
So minus 1.
Sorry, no, POW 19. I'm off.
Minus 3 then.
Minus 3.
Come on, triple 1. 5.
5 damage.
Which I just erased to correct my mistake.
But here's the special thing.
Yeah. Here's the special thing. 2-inch reach. Okay, so
I was hoping it was
the
one.
gladiator. I think it's a gladiator.
Bronze back.
Bronze back.
Same as bronze back.
Okay, so we no longer have line breaker. He's defense 10.
Yes.
Needs anything but, that's a hit. Plus 2 to charge attack damage rolls for cavalry attacks. First we do the bull rush.
Okay.
Which is a POW 14.
21.
21, so off 7. For 5 in the 5. 5. Okay. And then the cavalry axe. Hits.
Yeah. He's 10.
Plus 2 damage roll. So it's a POW 14, which would be so off 7 for 3 in the 4. Okay. Now that guy,
His defense is 13.
13. So need a 6. That hits. Power 14, what's their armor?
Arm 22 as well.
22, so off. God, fucking math. Off
14, right?
8.
Okay.
For 4? No, wait. 5 damage. Do they have tough?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But he ain't. We'll do a mount attack on that guy.
Okay.
Hits. The mount wasn't a critical, so he's not knocked down.
Okay.
Off 8
22.
for nothing. This guy's charge attack on him. Hits.
15.
22.
Did you include the -2?
No. So it'll be an 8 to hit. That's not the right damage or right dice. That's a hit.
Okay.
Armor 22 still.
Yep.
Off 8 for 6. Tough check.
Yep.
Nope. Mount doesn't have range to take out any of those other guys. This one on the beast.
Yep.
Defense 10.
Yep.
Hit. Armor.
He's 19 because I didn't put up his animus.
Okay, off 5 for 9 in the 2. That's not close enough for the mount. The second guy hits. Off 5 for 5 in the 4. That's that unit. Draw my caster.
Horgle then decides to join the fray. See if he can't kill off that bronzeback finally.
And he's going to hit that beast.
Alrighty.
That's 7. That's a hit.
Okay.
He's on fire.
Yep.
Again. How 12?
It seems to happen. How 12?
Yep. Boost damage.
It's off 9.
Off 9. For nothing. I'll buy it. Second attack.
He keeps on doing
Hits.
minimal damage. He keeps hitting, but does very minimal damage against the bronzeback.
I'm not going to do the chain attack because it'll ignite half my guys.
And he leaves the beast with 4 boxes and 2 aspects still up. His dice rolls kind of quit here on
Buy
him.
another. Hit.
Yeah.
Popping feet.
It pops feet to gain additional die on targets that are on fire, which was the bronzeback, but his dice
Okay.
still keep failing him here.
Off 9 for nothing. Buy another. Hit. For nothing.
Oh my.
What?
You know, the other
Total
thing
weight to the
is,
feet turn.
the other thing is, he only has 8 boxes left.
Yeah, I know. Buy another. Hit. Critical, which has no critical. Off 9. That's better. So that's 4 in the 2. And the last one. Gosh, can't roll that for damage. Off 9. Save the Trojan.
The brawler moves up and riles for a fair number of fury. And I believe he gets a few hits off onto the gladiator. But doesn't manage to do a whole lot to him.
Okay. So, 13. He's a max 6. I'm going to boost it just for shits and giggles, and then he's 3. That hits, that's a crit. Probably doesn't mean shit. Nope, doesn't mean shit. About 17.
He's dead. He's really dead. We've killed him 6 times over.
Okay, well, I'm going to use his animus, and then rile him for 2 more. So he's ornery now?
Now, Skorne's turn 3.
Set more of your guys on fire, so I might as well try and use it with
Couple of fire checks to go off here. And by a couple, I mean 1. And this one goes out.
Yeah. The closest one in the front arc is my caster.
Yeah.
Who's at full?
So first off, we roll for fire on him.
Yep.
Good
Of
there.
course it does. It's my surprise voice.
Then we roll frenzy check. What is this threshold? 7 minus 3, so 4.
He doesn't frenzy.
That is surprising. That is extremely surprising.
Would have been better because they would have got that damn fury off of him.
I can whip that off of him.
Whip it.
The Centrati move into better positions, trying to take a few of the long riders with them. Not really expecting too much. They are still damaged from last round, so there's a possibility here to kill them, and there's also a greater capacity to not kill them.
Oh, you gotta get one charge off. Can you get through there though?
Push him up a little bit more.
I don't think you're wide enough. Might be. You can't get through.
No, I'm hitting his spear.
He's still pushing. Yep.
So I guess he goes there.
I thought for sure you were going to get a charge stack in.
So these 2 on him.
Yep.
That's 3. Okay. So, I don't really want to do that. I'm at 7 individually.
They have combined viewing?
Yeah. So yeah, the first guy's just going to attack. 12?
Yep.
5 hit. Nope. He's going to attack. Hit.
Or on 22.
11, Weapon Master.
Off 11. Should you do better than I do with 9? A little bit.
For 1 point.
1 point, and which guy? That one, that's B. Good, because he had 3 points left.
Strike him on him.
Okay. Hit.
Off 11. Nope. These two will combine
You
on
only
him.
rolled a 10. I get off 12 this time.
These two combine on him.
Okay.
Needing 3s to hit.
It's supposed to double 1 when you say that.
15, 14, 15. Ignoring your
Spell.
yeah spell.
So it'll be 20, so off 5.
Weapon Master. 5 is 5.
That's on this one?
Yeah.
Tough check? Not tough. You got 1.
Yay.
Zaadesh moves over and does a flashing blade, catching 2 of the Long Riders, turning to face so that I don't hit my one guy up there, but I can't avoid hitting at least one of my own models.
Targeting him. He's a max 7.
So needing 5.
How 12?
For the negating spells or anything?
Nope.
So off 10.
Nope. So he's going to flash a blade. Hit.
Okay.
So him, it hits. Him, hits. And hits.
Okay. Same pow.
Yep. On him, I'm going to boost.
Okay.
10 for 1 point.
Oh, okay. That's a tough count. Not tough.
What I wanted. On him,
Off 10.
boosting. Wow.
I managed to kill both of them, opening up a path towards his caster.
Off. He's not a shield wall, but and he does so 16 off 4 guy's armor. Of course, right?
You're supposed to boost it.
No. You don't boost that.
Really should.
Then he's going to spend 2 to heal the bronze back.
Okay. What was out on his system?
His spirit. Only his spirit. Because you.
Of course.
He's fully operational.
The gladiator then charges the mauler
Okay. You have 12.
and starts feeding him a bunch of powerful attacks into it.
Gladiator 6, needing 6s, using its war gauntlet. Misses. Other war gauntlet. Hits.
Barely. Arm 18.
Dice off 2.
Okay. 8.
And the 2.
2. 6, 7, 8. Retaliatory strike.
Yep.
Defense.
10.
Hit. No crit, of course.
He did put up his Animus last turn, which gives him retaliatory strike, so I'm taking
2.
a hit here.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those.
And
There you go.
his dice keep on failing him.
Hit. And this is off 3. That's really cocked. 6 and the 3.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Gonna buy a fist. Hits. Off 2. 5 and the 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bodies out.
5 fist.
Hit.
No critical.
Of course not.
Off 2. For 9 and the 4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still up.
Buys the fist.
Hit. Barely.
Off 2.
And soon
Kill
the brawler is down.
Which is good because I need.
Indeed.
Now the path to his caster is really wide open. And
I didn't get a freaking clean.
just taking a look at some things here.
Or I did, I buried it.
Okay.
The beast handlers move around. I'm going to try and heal that bronze back that is currently engaging Horgle right now, just so I can put some threat and damage onto Horgle.
Oh,
What?
when you killed my champion, I totally forgot what thing was on. It is not today.
These two are going to whip 2 Fury off of the bronze back.
Well, if you kill you must. How much does he have left?
He's got 1 Fury on him.
What's his fury reload? 5.
This Kriya is going to stand still for an aiming bonus
Okay.
and boost a shot at your caster.
Okay. Well, with it's plus 4, right?
Yeah.
So defense 18.
18, needing 12.
You'll do it. I couldn't. Like I said.
So, no damage, but your base defense is fine.
How fun.
Oh, I really need that to go. That was good.
have a lot of luggage for card gamers.
Okay, so start trying to beat on your caster.
Okay.
So first, we'll be with the War Gauntlet.
Defense 14.
5.
Oh, 5. Defense 5.
Hit. How 17.
Dice off 2. 7.
7.
Horgle is taking quite a bit of damage here, but because I killed the beast before, Horgle
Token is way bigger than yours.
is transferring the damage
Tell me it's gotta go.
and slowly killing the Mauler. I think he will kill his Mauler to make sure that Horgle survives and ends up feedbacking on him. And he's almost there, but I don't believe I kill Horgle here.
Free headbutt.
Okay.
You're knocked down.
No, I'm not.
Oh yeah, you can't be knocked down. Dang it. But you do take a strength 13.
Dice off 6.
1 point.
Ooh, all the pain.
I know, right? But every point matters.
Oh yeah.
Tusks.
Yep.
It's off. 3.
How?
16.
Yep. Okay.
7. In the 3.
In the 3. I almost forgot that you had done. I had transferred one before. Did I mark it and then change my mind?
Buying a fist. That was 2 fury or on hand.
So he's got 2 now.
Yep.
Hit.
Still hits. Off 2. 10.
To the. Can't read that. 2. 3. 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not doing well on my mullet.
Buy another. So he's got 3. Still hits.
Yep.
Off 2. 6.
Can't do it to the mauler. Can't do it if I would kill them.
So you can kill them.
Well, I don't want to kill them.
But the okay. Buy another.
That's what, 4 now?
Yeah. Hits.
As soon as I see a 6 on 1 die.
Off 2. 3.
Take it.
Last one. Hits.
Off 2.
Yep.
Ouch.
8.
Oh. Well, sorry, Mr. Mauler.
Yep.
And with that transfer, there goes the Mauler.
The Mauler didn't die. And
This bronzeback moves up towards the
Okay.
long rider here.
Maybe I'm not going to
Going to attempt to kill him. I don't believe he's very successful. Or, no, he is successful. The long rider keeps on toughing, and with no knockdown, he just keeps on making toughs.
Second fist. This is Tusks. Hits. Now 16.
So 6
For 4.
4. And that's D. Tough check. Tough. In that fed.
Fine attack.
Sure, we're not.
Hits. Is he within
Solid ground? Yeah.
12 inch?
Yep. Should be 12. Just barely.
Yep. So hits. Dice off. Fist is high, 1 higher, so 5.
Yep.
Huh? Say right? Yeah. That big band. Force tough.
Tough.
Five hits. Force tough.
Tough.
Bloody tough lows. Bye.
Miss.
Miss. Final series. Bye.
Tough.
Nope.
There's already way too much fury on the table.
Do it.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's no fury in say for
Trollbloods turn 4. His army has really dwindled here. My front line isn't looking too hot either. And I've got a couple beasts that are in line to most likely frenzy at some point during my next turn, if I get a next turn. Now I do have Zaadesh kind of in the open, but the bronzeback is there, stopping the champions and his caster from just going at him.
Okay. Darwin on the beast. He has 10.
Yep.
And I believe this is either the champions or Horgle that's going off after the bronzeback here. It looks like the champions.
2 in the 4. Second attack. Hits. 7 for 1 in the 2. Balthazar hits. No crit. 7 for nothing. Second attack. Hits. 7. Come on, big money, big money. That's a bit better for 4 in the 1.
I'll take him.
Sweet.
And the bronzeback is down.
You do that. Harmonious exaltation.
The Fire Eater makes a flame attack at the Beast Handler which connects and just kills them. No even point in bother rolling damage because their armor's made of paper.
Sometimes it doesn't always.
Caster is going to charge yours.
Cannot charge.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Then Horgle steps in on Zaadesh. James seems to have a little bit of second thoughts there, but ultimately steps in, starts attacking. He does some
Needing an 8.
decent damage, but Zaadesh is sitting on a mitt full of transfers.
That's missed.
So I'm able to take a couple of hits, transfer a couple of the big ones, and survive his onslaught.
That's unfortunate.
Oh good. Now my war beast can charge anything that's on fire for free. Fly and attack. Hit. No crit.
Did you roll your damage for your?
No, I did not. I wish. After I just waited till level 6. Armor?
16.
Off 4. For 4 in the 5. He doesn't have a 5.
I'll take 4.
Okay. That's a miss. Try another. That's a miss. Another. Also a miss. Really? Well, you're 15, right?
Yeah.
His mat is 7. Yeah. Yeah, try another. He's got a stack of fury on him. It's not going to go well for me.
No.
Yep. Hit.
Yep.
The magical weapons, if you have any magic buttons. It was off 2?
Arm 16.
Oh, off 4. So 5 damage?
Shit. I will still take that.
Okay. Try another. Hits.
Okay.
4 for 1 damage.
I will actually transfer that because I need to.
Stay alive in the 6.
I'm just gonna. No, not to stay alive. Just because I need to be able to leech some fury. That's the only reason. In the 5?
In the 6. Okay, and last attack. Hits. Off 4 for 1. Into the 1.
We'll throw that on the gladiator.
Okay.
Since he's fresh.
Bears would be really handy right now.
It would be.
Get that angle. Here's that.
Volga comes in trying to get a line on one of my guys here.
Cavalry acts on your caster.
Alrighty.
They are max 7. 8. That is a hit.
Alrighty.
12.
Off 4.
Wasn't a charge. 4. For 3.
I'll go on to the gladiator.
And then a mount attack on this guy.
Okay.
That's a hit.
12 or 11.
That's POW 14.
Off 2.
For 2. Of course he hasn't been wounded. The other guy on the king.
He ends up doing a little bit of damage all around, but nothing
10, right? That's a hit.
too major.
R19.
R19 off 7. Nothing. And the mount. Hits. Off 5. For 1 and a 1. Oh, stone. Going to reactivate.
Awaken.
Awaken for 2 points. And then try to get close to my caster.
Stones move up, recast their thing, and that is the end of the Trollbloods' turn.
And we'll use Stone Cold again.
Then Skorne turn 4. There's a couple of frenzy checks going to happen. Just because I overriled. Probably shouldn't have killed that brawler. Up at the top there.
I thought it was match or above.
And the one beast
Matching caused the frenzy.
is not frenzying.
Bronze back though.
It tells you how good I am at fury management. I very rarely frenzy.
Bronze back 3 or less.
Bronze back, frenzies, and attacks that long rider in front of him,
So I get
and ends up killing that long rider.
So max 7.
That'll be a hit. And he didn't tough.
Activate the unit.
The Centrati move around,
It'll be a bloodbath.
declaring charges, just so that they can do a little bit of damage here and there. Not really trying anything. Just also trying to clear a path to Horgle.
So they're declaring charge.
He's
gonna run out here. He's gonna charge your guy.
Okay.
Clears him. So his attack on your caster.
A couple are on a few surviving long riders, and one is on Horgle.
Hit 7. Pow 11.
Dice off. He is under stone, so dice off. 8.
And this on Horgle
Weapon master for 2 points.
So check.
forces a tough check, which he does not make, and result in a Skorne victory.
I was hoping you were going to start with Vulgus.
Alright, thanks for coming and checking this battle report out. I'm trying to get on a more regular schedule here with videos coming out. I know I have one down the tube, and today is Thursday, so I'll be recording another game tomorrow at the Game Chamber, so look forward to that. And the other episodes that I had planned to come out, they're still under construction, so it'll be a little bit longer for them to come out. Anyways, thanks for checking this out, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, and see ya!